why is it that people don't like NickleBack? I know people have made videos about this left, right, up, and down. You know, all day people can make videos about why they don't like NickleBack. Live, I mean, why people don't like them? I mean, they're kind of a douchebaggy bunch of people that, you know, they don't really give a shit about their fans, and as a result, their fans don't really give a shit about them. So I don't think there's any way to get their reputation back to where it, I don't want to say was, because I don't think anyone really ever liked them. I mean, there's videos of them like walking off stage in the middle of concerts, Chad Kroeger flipping off the fans and shit. So why do people still go to their concerts if they just pull stupid stunts like walking off stage during a live performance, or flipping off their audience and their fans, their supposed quote-unquote fans? Because I don't think any real fan would walk, or I don't think any band would flip off people that considered to be fans. Or at least if I was in their position, I wouldn't. I'd be grateful that, you know, people are paying to come see me in concert, if I ever get to that point, which I probably never will. But, you know, and there's also evidence of of them just playing Metallica songs, which I think that's kind of a cheap move, trying to get people to stay at your concert by playing songs from a better band. Which, alright, if that's what you really want to do, then by all means do it. I don't care. I'm not you. I'm not in your band. I'm not a member of your band, nor do I ever want to be a member of your band. All in all, though, they have some pretty good songs. They're not, musically, they're not a bad band. It's just their attitude towards their fans. It's just, I feel like they think that they're entitled, you know? They're sort of like, we deserve to be here, so you guys gotta sit in the seats and listen to us. I don't know. I just feel like their attitude towards their fans isn't really the best. But like I said, like, I mean, yeah, people can change, artists can kind of change, but is there really any hope for a NickleBack comeback? A nickel comeback? If that makes any sense, which probably doesn't. I don't know. I think their reputation might be too ruined as artists, you know? It's like they've spent so long as the band that hates their fans and flips everyone off and storms off stage halfway through a song because the people aren't reacting the way they want them to react. I don't I mean, I could be wrong. They could have a huge comeback as the band that everybody likes. But I think for right now, as of this video, I think they're just the band that everyone loves to hate. Because that just seems like what everyone's doing, is they're just hating on NickleBack. Because, oh, it's fun to hate NickleBack because they're NickleBack. You know, they're a shit band. And I think that's partly why they treat their fans like shit, because their fans, or not necessarily their fans, but fans of music treat them like shit, so they in turn treat us like shit. You know what I mean? It's the third time this week that I've missed my goddamn turn. Third time this week that I've missed it. That I have to turn around and go back. But I don't know, I don't care. It's Friday. It's Friday. So NickleBack, I don't think there's any sort of, you know, turning back point per se for them. I think they just have to kind of, I mean, they don't care that their fans don't care. They seem to like being the band that's hated, but thinks they're also the greatest band of all time for some reason. They think that they're some sort of hot shit of a band that has sold millions of albums and has, you know, every song that they have is a #1 hit. It seems like I feel that they think that every song they write is gold, when it's really just fool's gold. You know, like the music I produce, it's not the best. It's not the best music, but you know, I love it because it's my music. I crafted that music that I've made. I've crafted that music myself. You know, I've put love into it, so I like it, but I know it's not the best. I know it could be better. I know as an artist I could be better. But you know, NickleBack, I don't think they care that they're not the best band in the world. They're just doing NickleBack, which is fine. But I think every artist, in some way, should have some sort of, you know, progression of being a, you know, you should progress and be better as a band each album cycle that you have. It's like Ghost. You have, their albums are all titled, they're all Latin titles, and their third album, Meliora, is Latin for better, because they feel that each album that they've put out is better than the last, which is true, but I mean, that's subjective. That is entirely subjective as to what album or even what song is the best from Ghost or any band, because what I might like, you might not like. So back to NickleBack. They don't seem to care that they're not the best band or the most well-received band in the world, which is, again, that's fine. That's completely up to them. They can feel however they want to feel, but you would think that as a band, they've been around long enough to think that they would want to progress and try to be seen as better in the public image, I guess, and not as just a bunch of douchebags. Chad Kruger especially, because I think he's the voice of the band. So he said some stuff about Corey Taylor that kind of pissed a lot of people off. Mostly fans of Slipknot. And again, I'm not saying that NickleBack is a terrible band as far as their songs go. It's just they're not the best people. But if they don't care, fine, whatever. You're not being forced to listen to their songs. You're not being forced to go to their concerts. It's just, I think they're still around as a meme today because, people listen to their music as, oh, it's Nickelback. Cool. I think they're just a meme now, mostly. But whatever. They can be whatever they want to be. I'm not criticizing them. That's all. Whatever. This video's been too long. The rant is over.